Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a review of A Million Mermaids, Magical Creatures to Colour by Lulu Mayo. I was so excited when this came through my door. I've seen one video of it, of a review that someone's done, and I was like, oh, I've got to have that book, and it's so good. Please subscribe to my channel because I will be doing either live or an uploaded video of a colour along with this book. So let's get on with the review. First of all, I'm going to be testing out the wet media and what can be used in this book, and then we'll do the book review. So let's get on with it. So just take my clip off. I had to do that because I've broke the spine a bit. It springs the other way and I don't want it to do that. So let's get on with the media test. Now I'm going to do it on this first page because I'm never too worried when it's just the front introduction pages. So we're just going to do the wet media test on this first. So I will find things to colour. I'm not just going to just randomly put it there. So I'm just going to use a highlighter pen first. And just see what, all it is just to see how well the paper will take the media. So that one is just a Faber-Castell highlighter pen. Next, we'll leave the gold one to last. We're going to see what an Inktense will do. So, what can we do? We'll do a little dolphin. Just do him up here. And this is just the Derwent Inktense. I'll just activate it. I'll be using my Montmartre water brush pen in this one. We'll just lighten him up. You've got to be quick with Inktense because as soon as you've activated them, that's it, then they freeze in that position. So that's that little cutie pie. Then next we're going to try a Neo colour. I'll just get my little box out. I'm just going to put this on here. And again, I'm using my Montmartre brush. And let's have a look, what else can we do? We'll do one of these little ones at the bottom here. Got a rogue hair on that one. I'm not doing any technique with this, it's just literally for the media test. Maybe go out the lines a little bit on that one, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so we'll just do the wet media first. So we've used them ones. So that was the Neo colour, and I just used Aquarelle Ultramarine Blue, that one. And then next up, just your average gel pen, because we know that everybody loves gel pens as well. So let's have a look what we can do with the gel pen. So I'll just give this one this whole blue theme because it's underwater. And all I'm doing this for is just to see what bleeds through on the paper. So that one was just a Signo Uniball pastel gel pen. Now let's have a go. Just going to use a tiny bit of black acrylic paint because we like blacking out our backgrounds. Let's have a see what we can do there. Let's match some of these up here so we're not doing too much. I don't want too much black going on here. So we'll just match them up, them other little seaweeds, just so it looks a bit more the same. So they're just little tests. Just want to try out these little mighty markers. I am going to show these on a review. I just like this colour. They're so tinny. I love them. Right, let's have a see. We'll do this one. Me and markers are not fans. I probably look like a kid colouring right now with these. They're quite hard to hold actually. But it's all for the purpose, for the benefit of everybody else, so they don't ruin the boots when things don't work. So they're the Crayola Mighty Markers. Let's fill the rest of this up. This is just a Giotto Turbo Glitter pen. They're just like your normal black marker pens, but just glittery. It's probably better pens come out of this since for the length of time I've had these. You can't really see the glitter on them, to be honest. So let's move on to a watercolour. So we'll move that out of the way. And we'll go again with aquamarine. Got to keep with the sea theme. I should have primed it up really before I started. Let's have a look. What can we do? We've got another dolphin here, so he can be another blue one. Just going to watch that stray hair on this one. Oops. Straight away the water does not like the watercolour as much. It's buckling pretty much right away. So that's just my Della Rooney Aquafine watercolours. So let's have a go at my ink. Now this is the same as distressed ink. It's water-based ink. It's just a cheaper version that I have because I like using budget things as well. So let's just have a little bash with this. That one goes on pretty well. I'll just see if it's good enough to mix up two colours on it, because I do have, we also have some greens in the sea, don't we? So these are just Dove Crafts pigment inks. So I got these for £1 each at my local art store, and I love them. I think they're just as good. And I've had these a while, so some of them are a bit dry. So I'm just going to mix in, just very lightly mix. But I just mainly use them for like backgrounds and things like that. But I think a lot of people popular with the distressed inks, but I just like to see what I can use that are cheap, really. So if you'd like to see any colourings with these, just comment below and I'll do a colour along with them, doing the backgrounds. So we've used all these. So I just wanted to check whether a pastel would go down okay and be blendable. So for blending purposes, I'm just going to do a bit of this here. This is just a pastel pencil. Let's see if it'll push out. It is going down a bit. So that pastel pencil, these are just Montmartre's skin colour ones. That's not spreading out, it's not very chalky. I'll just check these on. It's white, you guys probably can't see it, but I'm just... a blend. Let me try the other ones. Not liking them pastels. There we go, let's try this one. And it's good to know whether these things work in these books before you use them and ruin pages, so that's my aim. So the pastel pencils haven't really worked very well, but I would definitely say the likes of your more higher brand pastels are looking like they'd work. And I'm just using a Q-tip to push the colour along the paper. And it's going in that tooth quite well. So yeah, that looks pretty good. And then lastly, the only thing we haven't tried is my Posca paint pen. We've got loads of things here we could make gold, so let's have a look. Let's make his guitar gold, shall we? Prime my pen. And then we'll have a look if anything has gone through. So I don't think there's much more wet media. I think the only things I've not tried is other types of paints like gouache and things like that. So, but I've used watercolor, we've used Derwent ink tints, we've used Neo colours, we've used ink. So in the likes of distressed ink, or in that case pigment ink, watercolor. So let's have a look if anything has gone through, and if not, then we can hopefully you'll be able to colour along. So let's have a look if anything's gone through. We do have a few things. So the metallic paint pen has soaked through ever so slightly. The marker pen has also soaked through, but other than that, the ink tints here has stayed. The watercolour is fine. The neo colour is fine. The gel pens fine. Even the mini little Crayola marker pens have stayed. And the good thing that the pigment paints work. So like your My Pigment inks or your Distress inks will work. So I think that the paper, that ever so slightly there's something. So this was the black marker pen. That is ever so slightly come through. So that's the media test done. So that's give you a bit of an insight of what you can use in your books. And let's get on with the review. So on the front cover, you've got this lovely gold metallic front cover. You can't colour the front. It's like embossed with this gold leafing, and it's like a 3D effect. So the book is smaller than I expected. So let me see what I can compare it to. Everybody mostly has a Joanna Basford book. So let's compare it to the size. So it is a lot smaller. We just get that in focus. So it's a lot smaller. I'm just seeing what other books I've got, or if you do it to a Kirby Razan's, it's virtually the same. So yeah, it's a lot smaller. It's only a little book. It's quite thick, so you've got quite a lot of illustrations there to work with. So on this page you've just got all the publishing details, and then illustrated by Lulu Mayo. So then I'm just going to go along now and show you all the pages. They're not single, they are double-sided, so whatever you do need to watch it doesn't bleed through. That is the end of the images in this book. So you've got quite a few different sceneries that you can work with in this book. I absolutely love it. You can do so many background things with it. You can use different media. You can challenge yourself with this book as well, because there's little fine intricate details, so it kind of pushes your colouring skills as to how detailed you can get your work in smaller areas. I absolutely love it. You could even do inside, you could do your own little sunset that's separate to this part of the background. Yeah, and you could practice your iridescent colouring skills on here to create an iridescent background on your shells. Yeah, I really love this little book, and I think I'm going to have quite a lot of fun. And I love the characters in the book as well. They're not perfect portrait faces. They're just lovely, angelic little characterised faces, which I absolutely love, because you don't have to sit here then and think, oh, I've got to get the skin right. You can just go and have fun with this book. Fun colouring, everything about it is fun. I absolutely love it. The paper is nice. It's not too thin and flimsy. It's quite a decent tooth. It took the wet media well, as you saw at the beginning of the video. And I think it's nice that you've seen the wet media process at the beginning, because then you can go through this book and you can think exactly then, I can definitely do this on this page because I know it'll take watercolour. Oh, and I can definitely do this on this page because I know that my markers will work in it. So I do think it's a really good book, and definitely worth the buy. So everyone, I hope you go along. She also does have A Million Sloths and A Million Unicorns as well, so I'd suggest you go get this book. I will put the link in the description. It has been released yesterday, which would have been the 22nd of June 2020, so I recommend getting this book and having a good colour in it. So thank you for watching another of my reviews, and I will speak to you all in my next video.